Where's Andy?
Hello?
It appears that Andy
Hello?
is out on an on-location shoot.
Who's gonna help me shoot this video?
So if I want to make a MAC address video, I'm on my own.
Where are the cameras? I must have taken them all. Oh, look, a camera! So what can I shoot with? It does support ProRes.
iPhones are the best smartphones for shooting video, but they're no proper video camera, which has built-in ND filters, loads of buttons and controls, as well as audio inputs. So if I want to do this in any way properly, I'm gonna need some things.
What I have here are some mounts for putting the iPhone on a tripod, a very underrated use case, or you could use something like this Digi OM5, which is a gimbal to make smooth handheld shots. Audio is another really important part of shooting a video on an iPhone, and so you're gonna need some sort of external microphone to help up the production game. You could use something like this Rode microphone and hook it up through a dongle. Also, there's the app. You can use the camera app and it'll shoot in ProRes, but you have no control over white balance or audio or anything like that. An app that many people recommend is Filmic Pro. What equipment I use depends on the type of shot I'm making. Perhaps the easiest example to make would be using this Digi-Osmo image stabilizer. I'm ready to shoot something. What do I have to shoot again?
The camera updates to the iPhone 13 are mighty impressive. The wide camera lets in more light with an f1.5 aperture. The telephoto lens zooms farther now at 3 times, which might be a bit too much. And the ultra-wide now has autofocus, which can pull incredibly close macros. It's why the module is now so big that it spans halfway across the back of the small 13 Pro, and it makes these models so heavy too. Nevertheless, put together, these 3 lenses offer the perfect variety of focal lengths for shooting quick video sequences. But this is still a phone, and having to faff with a touchscreen to adjust controls and start video feels a little unnatural. And don't forget those apps.
Filmic Pro can be a bit of a fickle app. I've had it not save files on occasion, but it does give you a lot of control.
Like pulling a smooth rack focus. Perhaps the most compelling reason to shoot professionally with an iPhone is the discretion. If, unlike me, you stay away from sturdy-looking tripods and microphones, people will think you're just another influencer making a TikTok or YouTube video.
And like an influencer, I'd like to thank Volta for sponsoring this video. Clean up your messy power bar with what is the ultimate GAN charger, the Volta Giga, which can charge up to 4 devices simultaneously. It's available in either a 130 watt or 200 watt configuration, and the Giga comes with the most advanced IC and PCBA, so it's even compatible with the latest iPhone 20 watt charging standard. Right now, there's a special offer for MAC address viewers. The first 50 customers to click on the link in the description below can get a full 200 watt Volta Giga for only $79. Not bad.
Ingesting footage, meaning getting it off the phone and into a computer, is the big weakness to Apple's professional camera workflow on the iPhone 13 Pro. Because in 2021, the iPhone, through Lightning, does not support USB 3 speeds.
That's right, this iPhone Pro can only quickly transfer files using technology from 20 years ago.
If you have network storage like we do here, you can try and get faster speeds through Wi-Fi, but that's unlikely because in my test, it took almost 4 times longer. So hopefully all this extra data is worth it, because there's only one person for whom ProRes actually matters, the editor, Hoffman.
My expectation's too high. If you were to give me a blind test, I wouldn't be able to tell, unless I really have to pixel peep, and that's the issue. Especially with the substantial amount of storage that you need for ProRes, it makes it a lot more expensive.
Just look at this chart to see the bitrate differences over other professional codecs we use here at LMG. At 700 megabits per second, the tiny iPhone records a massive output. One of the benefits you get is with color resolution. ProRes has a 422 chroma subsampling. That means you get 1 color pixel for every 2 black and white pixels. The HEVC codec has half the color resolution, with color spread over 4 black and white pixels.
I was surprised by how nice the color looks when you're shooting under office lights. I was able to correct it and give it a lot more natural look.
It's not all perfect though, because despite the increases in color resolution, when we intentionally shot some footage with the wrong white balance, we couldn't fix it.
It just doesn't want to balance even when I click the white swatch right here. Just a little disappointed, but it is a very extreme test.
The next benefit comes with motion and performance. ProRes is what's known as an intra-frame codec. This means that every frame is written as a whole entire frame. That's different from the video you're watching right now, which is encoded using an inter-frame codec. These codecs contain a long group of pictures from which only the changes in the group are actually saved. It's very efficient, but also very hard to edit because any cuts you make require the computer to do intensive calculations just to show the frame. So ProRes is so much easier to edit with.
One thing that I've noticed so far is that Premiere hasn't crashed.
What?
Not a single time. There was no need to restart Premiere to get things working again. Everything just been smooth in full resolution.
In a professional editing environment, that's a pretty big deal because Premiere always crashes. ProRes on the iPhone 13 Pro doesn't bring the huge quality increase I was hoping for, but it does mean that you're getting the absolute highest quality the phone can give, which kind of shows that there are limits to these lenses, sensors, and expectations. But in a professional environment like ours here at LMG, we might need to use an iPhone to shoot in a tight space or because we need to be discreet. And when we use it, we'll shoot in ProRes because why not? We can. Also, what I learned in this piece is that I really hate self-shooting. It's really anxiety-inducing, a royal pain, and takes so much longer just to get the shot. It really makes me appreciate having a shooter. Andy, you're back! I missed you so much! Shooting on my own is so hard. Oh, don't leave me again. I really did miss Andy. Oh, it looks like Hoffman has edited the video and we can watch it now. Well, let's see how this iPhone video turned out. Where's Andy? Hello? Thanks for filming this MAC address. You're welcome. If you think that Andy should shoot MAC address videos from here on out, give this video a like. And if you think I'm better off without him, why not subscribe? Now, I'm curious how long it took you to figure out that this video was being filmed a little bit differently. Put your answer in the comments below.